Hello, so in this video I want to talk about audiologists and audiologist office and some of the things that are very ironic, strange, or weird. I actually decided to make this video a little interactive, so a little while ago I posted a question on my Facebook page asking people what they found ironic, strange, weird about their own audiologist. And it's safe to say that we all have pretty much come to an agreement on what they are. So let's go over about 4 or 5, I'm not really sure of the number of things that are just weird. The most popular answer that I got was about how audiologists typically don't use sign language, they don't know it, and they don't use it for the client. I am probably the minority. I have the unpopular opinion, but I don't find it ironic. In fact, it really doesn't surprise me. Audiologists are in the business of helping people hear better, right? So their concern isn't really equal access. It's just, oh, okay, so you're interested in a hearing aid? Well, let's get you set up, or a cochlear implant, or have you considered having one of those things, you know, that kind of thing. So they're not concerned with learning sign language and helping you out with equal communication unless it's with a hearing device. Now, with that being said, that does not go for all of the audiologists. And in fact, some of the comments were from future audiologists, those that are in training or wanting to be an audiologist. Some of them had said that it is getting better, and even they are learning ASL or whatever sign language in their country so that they can better help out people who do use sign language, because of course we know not everybody uses sign language to communicate. So there's an improvement, that's not the same. Now, the second most ironic thing, and this is actually my personal favorite, is the fact that none of the televisions anywhere in the offices are captioned. Now, I've actually noticed this to be a very popular thing in all medical establishments. The audiologist offices. Does any other oral deaf person have so much trouble saying that word? It's so hard for me. But the audiologists that I went to, that I've gone to in the past, they never captioned their TVs in the past. They still don't. I just went there not too long ago. Still no captions. My family doctor doesn't have captions. Hospitals that I've gone to, no captions. Now, if a hearing person could tell me real quick, because obviously I can't hear it, are the TVs at these waiting rooms muted? Because I have a feeling that they would be, because why would they want to blast television, right, when they're trying to talk to the clients at the registration desk? I don't know, but let me know. I just never really understood that. It's one thing at the family doctor, but if you're at the audiology, where there are deaf and hard of hearing people, why do we not have captions on the television? The third one, and this is for the people that do wear hearing aids or cochlear implants, I have no personal experience with this, but I have noticed when going to the audiologist with other people who do wear those things, the audiologist will take the hearing aid or the processor, I'm guessing, of the cochlear implant, and you know, they're gonna go tweak it, so they leave the client over here, and the audiologist is gonna go over here and fiddle, whatever, and their back is turned right, and they just start having a conversation with their back turned to the client, the deaf or hard of hearing client, like nothing's wrong. Your client is deaf, you know they can't hear very well without the hearing aids, or maybe even with. Why are you talking? Why are you talking out loud to them without looking at them? You're just, so Susan, how's everything going? And then client behind you is like, can you turn around? What, huh? What you doing? I think that was actually the funniest to me of all. Silly audiologist. He's so silly. And then the fourth one, and I believe the last one, is when the audiologist or their registration desk staff people call you with an oral phone call on the phone, and sometimes even leave a message on an oral answering machine. I've had personal experience with this with my gynecologist, you know. The audiologist office will call you and say, hey, we need you to confirm your appointment, please call us back at blah blah blah, or your appointment has been canceled, so you know, don't come in. But one of my viewers said in a comment, and she works at this office too, she went to go to her appointment, but first she had to pick up her kids from school, who go to different schools by the way, and then rush to the audiologist office, go, hey, I have an appointment, and they said, we called you, your appointment's been canceled. You didn't get your phone call? No, I'm deaf. Why would I have your phone call? Now, of course, you could use a video phone if you use one to have a conversation, or the software TTY that Apple has come out with, but regular phone calls don't work. So I don't understand why audiologists of all people would not have an email available to you. And even if they do, they still tell you to call them, because so those are the 4 very strange things that I and others, making this an interactive kind of video, have found very strange and ironic about an audiologist and their offices. No, wait, I have a 5th one. This is my other personal favorite. When you're sitting in the waiting room and then the assistant comes out, or sometimes even the audiologist themselves will come out into the waiting room, they open the door, and they know you're deaf, by the way. It's not like you're a brand new patient, but either way, you would probably say to have on your file deaf on it. But then they walk out, and then they open the door. But at the same time that they're opening that door, they say your name. Out into the open. Like, Susan! Susan! And you're like way over there, or sometimes even up front, but maybe you're just, reading a book or something, and then it's like they think you never showed up for your appointment. I just don't understand why there isn't a system yet, like even a paper sign that says a person's name, a client's name, and then they like walk around and try to weigh down people who can't hear their names being called. That's always been so weird to me. And most of the time, they apparently do it so softly too, and it's just, why? You're working with people who can't hear you. Okay, so no, that's the 5 things that I and others have found very ironic about this line of work. If you have any other strange experiences, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye!